It's time to talk cruise news. And pun intended, this news is making waves in the cruise industry. We've got three stories to talk about today. We've got some crew drama happening on the Great Lakes, and several crew members have been removed by a local law enforcement. We've talked about the Carnival loyalty change. Well, another Carnival brand, they're changing their loyalty as well. And I'm going to give you all the details on what this one looks like, especially for you luxury travelers out there. And also, there is a fire that happened aboard a Princess cruise ship. I'm going to give you all the details. Let's dive right into it. Hello, everyone. It's Cynthia, your host. Welcome back to today's show. Well, today I have three cruise news stories to share with you, and I'm ready to let you know all about it. Let's jump right into it. We're going to start with the first story. This one is a surprising twist on the Great Lakes. U.S. Customs and Border Patrol agents, well, they recently removed several crew members from a cruise ship. U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents recently removed several international crew members from two Victory Cruise Line ships. And this is while they were docked in Detroit. I wasn't that familiar with Victory Cruise Line, so I had to look this up to dig a little bit deeper into the story. And here's the information on Victory Cruise Lines. Victory Cruise Line is a boutique cruise operator. They're known for their all-inclusive small ship coastal cruises across North America's Great Lakes, the St. Lawrence Seaway, and the Canadian Maritimes. The company was founded in 2016, and their headquarters are in New Albania, Indiana. The company was acquired by American Queen Voyages in 2019, and their focus is on luxury, destination-focused cruising with an emphasis on things like history, nature, and culture. Now, Victory Cruise Lines operates nearly two identical cruise ships, Victory 1 and Victory 2. Built in 2001, these ships were refurbished in 2024. They have a guest capacity of approximately 190 people and a crew capacity of about 80. So the details on this are still emerging, but Victory Cruise Lines, they are operating fully with authorities. On July 9th and on July 11th, U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents boarded Victory 1 and Victory 2 while they were docked in Detroit. 13 international crew members were detained and then eventually removed from the cruise ship. So why were they removed from the cruise ship? Well, the reports that are coming out right now stem from some type of allegation of misconduct. One allegation is supposed to involve a case of a 2008 photo of a newborn child that was flagged as inappropriate. Now, many of the crew, they had no prior legal issues, and people are saying that this removal, well, it was done aggressively and in a very unprecedented manner, according to like maritime rules. This operation took place during routine port stops, but there were several of these crew members that were handcuffed, and it's said to have left some of the passengers on board quite shaken. Well, and I would imagine to see your crew being handcuffed and removed from the ship. John Wagner, founder and chairman of Victory Cruise Lines, he stated, "We are actively cooperating with federal authorities to clarify the circumstances, and my priority is always our crew and the experience for our guests." Now, as I stated earlier, the details are still emerging on this cruise news. We don't have any more knowledge than that. I will definitely keep a lookout to see what I see come across my desk, more information concerning this. It would be more than a little disturbing to see my crew being handcuffed and removed from the cruise ship. I would love to know your thoughts. Have any of you cruised aboard Victory Cruise Lines, or any wild, wacky stories about you being on your cruise and seeing anything even close to this happening, your crew being reprimanded or removed? If so, we would love to know. Please drop it down in the comments below. Moving on to our second story, we're continuing that Carnival loyalty saga. We talked about it before, the big shakeup that's going on with Carnival and their change to their VIFP, very important fun person program. Well, another Carnival branded ship, they are also changing their loyalty. We're talking about the luxury brand Seabourn. Seabourn is rolling out a brand new loyalty program, and it's making waves in the high-end cruise world. Say goodbye to club days and hello to club points. Now you'll earn points not just for sailing, but also for spending on board and booking premium suites. That's right, the champagne taste, well, now they're about to pay off. Tier thresholds are dropping, which means you'll climb the loyalty ladder faster, and the perks, think of things like streaming Wi Fi, free laundry, and even complimentary cruises once you hit that top tier. But there's definitely a catch, because what there usually is, right? Here's the catch. You must opt in by October 20th of 2025, or you risk losing your progress. And if you don't cruise for 3 years, well, poof, your points vanish. Of course, there is a lot more to this loyalty program. I will link some of the additional information down in the description here below. I just wanted to hit on some of the highlights. I would love to know your thoughts about this. Any Seabourn cruisers out there, do you think this won't matter at all because it's that top tier luxury brand? Or do you think people will react similarly to how they have reacted at Carnival? And it's been a very hot debate. People are not happy about this. They feel like they're being nickeled and dimed, and you're paying for your progress and, losing a lot of perks that you already had acquired. And then, of course, having to make sure that you continually spend, or you lose those perks. I would love to know your thoughts. Please do drop it down in the comments below. We are getting down to our last cruise news story. But before I get there, this is my opportunity to invite you to subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you as part of the Right Recipe for Travel family. And all you need to do to become part of the family is subscribe. Right down here, tap down on that subscribe button. That gets you as part of the family. And it also helps me a great deal. It lets the algorithm here know on YouTube to keep pushing out this great content. Also, do me a favor, like this video, share it with anyone that you think would be interested in cruising, cruise news, and traveling. We also love to have you as part of the Right Recipe for Travel Facebook group. Check it out, and you can also check us out over on TikTok. All right, that's it. Let's head back over for this final story for cruise news today. Our third and final cruise news story for today takes us over to Princess Cruise Lines, and we're talking about the Island Princess cruise ship. Well, early today is July 15th, the Island Princess experienced a fire early in the morning around 6 a.m. Halifax time, just hours into its 18-night voyage to Greenland and Canada. The ship had departed New York City at approximately 4 p.m. on July 14th, and this fire occurred less than 12 hours later. The fire broke out on Deck 12, specifically in the galley area that serves the Lido buffet. Because of all of the cooking equipment, grease, and electrical systems, this was considered a high-risk area. A general alert was sounded, and passengers were instructed to report to their muster stations with life jackets. The captain announced that the fire was contained and under control shortly after the incident occurred. By 7 a.m., the captain gave the all clear, confirming that the fire was fully extinguished. Fortunately, there were no injuries and no major damage. The Lido area, well, it did smell like smoke, and there was limited food service that was available, but no other injuries or no other disruptions were mentioned. The ship is continuing its itinerary as planned, with its next stop in Halifax, Nova Scotia on July 16th. Now, the crew's swift and professional service, the way that they responded, it was praised by the cruise passengers. Cruise ships like Island Princess are equipped with automated fire suppression systems and also trained firefighting teams, and they have a very strict safety protocol in line with regulations. And based on this story and how quickly the fire was put out, no injuries, it's really working. Their training is being put to the test, and it's a good thing. I am so glad to hear that there were no injuries aboard, because as we all know, fire is one of the worst things that can happen aboard a cruise ship. Way to go, Princess. One of my longest cruises was on a Princess cruise ship. We sailed for 2 weeks. How about you? Do we have any Princess cruisers out there? How about sailing on the Island Princess, this very ship. What are your thoughts? Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you think about that Island Princess. That's one I haven't tried. And we'd love to hear it. Drop it down in the comments below. Well, that is it for the cruise news today. I would love to know which one of these stories was the most surprising to you. Or here in cruise news, are you thinking like me? I'm not surprised about anything that I hear. I'd love to hear your comments. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will catch you at the next adventure.